Hey there. So I'm back to making folders. These are the knives I'm going to be bringing to the USN Gathering G13 on Labor Day weekend in Las Vegas. And I just wanted to share a few steps in the process. I'm going to be showing different stages. These are actually pretty advanced. All the mechanical stops and everything and have been dialed in. And so at this stage, you got to know that when you're making folders, there is a huge part of the build that has to be done with flat parts. All the all the pocket for bearing, bearing pockets and all of these, every single step up to a certain point has to be done with flat parts, including what I've done today, which is cleaning up the perimeters. So everything here is nice and clean, except for this part, which will be ground as like the way I do it with a spike. And the last thing I do with flat parts is actually drilling the detent hole into the blade through this. And for those of you who don't know, detents are meant to hold the blade in the closed position, and they need to be really drilled really precisely. So you have zero play when the blade is closed. You don't want to have a wiggle here. So what you actually want is for the blade to be sucked in and have zero play. And to do that, you actually have to drill it when the blade is slightly further down than it will actually sit. So most makers will really tighten the blade in and kind of torque it to a point where it's really tight. Some will use a can twist vise or something to really get it down there. I came up with a system that I'm going to share with you, which is pretty simple, but it just gives me a real good it gives me repeatability and something I can really work with on every build, which always gives me the same result. So that's what you're kind of looking for in any type of process, is getting something to a point where you have no all right, so I'm gonna get this thing open. My construction's pretty tight. That's the way I like it. I put pins everywhere. So these are the pins for the back spacer. And so the way I do my I drill my detent is I have these stop-ins that are downsized in the center. So the shoulders are the right diameter, but I slightly downsize the center of the stop-in. I don't know if you can see it, and that will allow me to the blade will actually sit further down, and that's what I'm looking for. If you look at this little red dot, this is where the blade will sit with the final stop pin. But the way with this stop in, which is downsized, I can actually go all the way, not hit the backspacer, but all the way down here. And that will allow me to, when I'm setting the detent, to open this hole up by very small increments until I get the suction and the detent I want. So there it is. I just wanted to share this with you, my little detent drilling secret, a slightly downsized stop bit. That's how I do it. So now, as I said, all the steps that have to be done with flat parts are now done, and all I need to do now is start doing the fun stuff, which is shaping the handles, and that will be in the next few days. Stay tuned. Thank you.